Hi and a big welcome. I am Steph Hacker and I'm excited to be walking you through this intro video into breathwork sessions with myself. I am really excited that you're here because breathwork has proven to be one of the very best tools for myself and my clients to help clear away the junk so that we can vibrate higher, we can tap into deeper and easier manifestations, which is such a perfect tool as we transition into the new year and we set those visions and goals for ourselves. As I said, I'm Steph, and I am a guide for spirited women who are looking for more. So I blend a unique approach when I am offering assistance to my clients, and breathwork is one of those tools, as well as coaching and law of attraction and business mentorship. I've really found that breathwork has been the thing that ties it all together to make such a big impact in the shortest amount of time. So if you're new to breathwork, I'm going to be walking you through just a little bit of the stuff that you need to know before we have our first session together. And also, if we're not connected yet, I would love to do that with you. And you can find me at stephanie.packer on Instagram. And I share a lot about breathwork and different aspects of really tapping into that limitless life. So breathwork, what is it? It's a form of active breathing. And because I find that breathwork allows us to get out of our heads and into our hearts, we're able to access our inner wisdom and intuition. We can release traumas, we can expand consciousness, we can trust ourselves on that deeper level. And what the byproduct of that is that you're able to manifest a lot easier because you're getting out of your way and you're learning to surrender. So if you're someone who has those dreams and those goals, maybe you feel a little bit blocked on how to achieve them, maybe you're feeling like there's a little bit of stagnant energy or some traumas you want to clear out of your body, this is a wonderful place to be. So first and foremost, though, we do need to cover a couple of the contraindications. Breathwork is totally safe. However, there are some people that need to stay away. And what I do in terms of encouragement when someone wants to experience breathwork with me, but they have any of these contraindications, I encourage you to still show up for my classes. However, we're going to adapt your breathing, okay? So the reason for this is that breathwork can result in an intense physical and emotional release. It's one of the deepest spiritual emotional releases or workouts that I know of. Therefore, it is not advised for persons with history of cardiovascular disease, angina, high blood pressure, glaucoma, retinal detachment, osteoporosis. If you had a significant or recent injury or surgery or heart attack. Also, to add to that, it's not advice for people with severe mental illness or seizure disorders, anyone that's using major medications, and it's also unsuitable for those who have a family history or a personal history of aneurysms. So if you have experienced any of these, it's definitely wise to stay clear of the technique that I teach in my breathwork sessions. However, again, just inform me and let me know, and I can help you adapt your breathing so you can still participate. Also, pregnant women are not advised to do breath work. Some I do know will talk to their practitioner, their primary care physician, and sometimes they do get the okay or the go-ahead. I personally don't advise it. However, I'm just going to put that out there. And also, if you are someone who has asthma, definitely bring your inhaler just to be on the safe side. I'm a former asthmatic, so I know that breathing can be triggered in different ways. And I would also really encourage you to consult your primary care physician as well as inform me, just so I can keep an extra eye and monitor your breathing. So the technique, what is it? You've probably been hearing about breathwork. It's been on the rise as of late, especially. It's definitely not anything new. It's been around for a long time. However, as we know, things come and go with their popularity, and breathwork seems to be one of those hot things right now. So there are various techniques. The one that I use is a 3-step technique. Now, as we do our session, I will be guiding you through and I'll be reminding you and coaching you of all of this. However, just to kind of get you prepped as to what it is and what to expect, it's a 3-step technique where we do a belly, chest, exhale breathing exercise. all of the breath is going to be through the mouth. So we're not going to be doing nose breathing through this technique. And what you're looking for, and again, I'll remind you of all of this when we have our session, but you're going to be breathing in through your mouth as your first step. And you really want to fill up your belly as much as you can to about that 80% mark. So you're going to feel that really big expansion. Your belly's going to expand, and we're aiming for about 80%. Then we're going to do a little top up on the chest, so about a 20% top up. And for some people, they're not going to be able to do this for various reasons, but this is just the goal or the aim, okay? And then the third step is the exhale, and this is a simple letting go. We're not going to be forcing the breath. We're not pushing it out. It's just that letting go. So, okay, and again, I'll be reminding of you this. So belly, chest, exhale. Now, some of the common physical sensations. Now, I can't list them all because it's so unique to every single person. And every time I do a breathwork session, I experience something pretty much completely different than the time before. But these are some of the more common sensations that you may notice on a physical level. So some lightheadedness, but that is always very temporary. Some tingling in your body, specifically in the face, the neck, the arms. Some cramping may occur because we are really giving ourselves that chance to have that deep, nourishing breath that a lot of the times we just don't do for ourselves. So you may experience some cramping in your face, your hands, your legs. Again, that is a common physical sensation. Lobster claws is one of those things that when it's happening the first time, you might be like, what the heck is this? And it's exactly what it sounds like. Your hands can kind of clamp up, and it is totally safe. The medical term is tetany, and it's simply caused because of an imbalance of your oxygen and your CO2 levels. So we're adjusting that level of pH in our body, and that can cause things to constrict. You can feel the hotness or coldness in your body. Sometimes, and I've experienced this too, sometimes you feel really heavy during the process as if you're stuck to the floor. And sometimes you have to just kind of move and shake your body. And that's simply the energy leaving your body. So any of these and so much more are very common. These are the ones I tend to point out the most because they are the most popular to happen during a session. And I want you to remember that at any point during a session, you have full control at all times. At any point, if you are feeling super uncomfortable, just increase your CO2 levels. And this is very simple. All you need to do is A, slow your breathing down. B, you can make sure that you're just not pushing too hard on the exhale. Remember, we're just having that release and that letting go. Or you can switch back to nostril breathing and just breathe regularly for a few breaths, and that will help calm the system down. That's pretty much it. We're going to be covering a lot more as I meet you on our session together, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of insight and a little bit of material to digest before we have our time together. And I'm going to leave you with this quote. If you're going to feel as deep as the ocean, it may help to breathe as big as the sky. This is a picture by my house, which I'm so fortunate to live by the ocean. But the reason I share this is because we are emotional beings, and a lot of us have just a lot of stuff that we're carrying around, a lot of trapped emotions in our tissues and our cells. And breathwork can be one of the most supreme methods, tools, techniques to clear it out and start with a fresh slate. Letting go, as I see a lot of us, the theme is going into 2021 is letting go and surrendering. 2020 was a bit of a rough one for many of us. So we're going to be using this technique as a way to just cleanse out 2020, release it gracefully, and then we can cruise into 2021 with optimism and compassion and groundedness and all of the things that we would desire. So I can't wait to see you during our session.